So all welcome to channel again. Today I'm going to give some simple example about promise. So how to use promise in JavaScript. So I will give simple demo also. First of all, let's go to the what is promise. The promise object represents the eventual completion or failure of an asynchronous operation at its resulting value. Suppose if you want to execute the any method using asynchronously, we can use promise. So that is the definition. So this website will going to give some more details about promise. You can go and utilize this. So promise has one of these states: pending, fulfilled, and rejected. Suppose if in this state, so the controller will wait, and if it's written fulfilled, it will go to success, and if it is rejected, it will go to error. These are the three states in promise. So this is the definitions. So first it is pending. If it is fulfilled, it will go to then function, and we will get the result here. If it is reject, then it will go to catch block, and so you can go for another promise from there also if required, like chain. It will keep on continuing. So this is the syntax to create any promise. So new promise and executor. In executor we will give two functions. It is going to return, that is a success and failures. So if you provide the function here when you success, so it will return to success function. If it is fail, it will go to the failure function. So this is the resolution function and rejection function. So return value, suppose if you return a promise object, the promise object will become the resolved either of the functions or invoked. So resolution rejected function, the promise object itself become resolved. Note that if you call the resolution function or rejected function pass another promise object as an argument, you can say it is the result but still cannot be said to be settled. So inside the resolution function, if you call again the promise object, so it, it cannot be settled, still be resolved. So chain promises, like this we can implement the chaining. So then again, and in then you are going to call again promise. So that is become written these two functions again. So this way we can go for chaining also, more than one promise we can call. So I'm trying to give some basic idea. So in net we have many examples, so you can use that. This is one simple example. Reject. So this is I'm creating promise object. I'm creating two anonymous functions. One is resolution function, rejected function, and once it is done, then I'm sending resolution function. So means a success. So once it is success, this function will get called. Suppose if it is failed, we will going to write one more function catch, that will get called if it is failed. So this is the syntax. So if you want to execute more than one asynchronous calls, then you can go for promise all. So these are the different functions, and so if you go for browser compatibility, these are the browser compatibilities, and if you observe here IE is not supporting. So in this case we have to go for polyfill. If you search in Google in polyfill, we can get on JavaScript. Those JavaScripts we need to add into our project. to work with the promise. So remaining browsers it will work. So Firefox some version is not working for some others, but most of the browsers are supporting except Internet Explorer. For Internet Explorer we need to add polyfill. So now I'm going to give some live demo. So I am using now I'm going to explain the code how I have given the promise. So since I said I have used Vue.js here, this is my Vue.js code. This is my Vue instance. These are my methods in my Vue. Two methods here, and this is my message I'm displaying in my window. This is a temporary variable to hold a service information. So this is my button. So on click of button I'm going to call my local function, and so it is going to fetch the details and append to this variable. So in this way I'm displaying the information. Suppose if at the initial time if user click this one, so I'm setting this to this on click of this I'm setting value to this to 1. So if it is 1, so automatically this 2 will appear. So once you user get details from the service and append those values to this object, so this D will appear. So this is the Vue.js. So in v-if, so based on condition I can show the sections. So this is for the demo purpose. If you user click, then it started showing processing. Once the detail will come and this will disappear, and I'm going to display this information. This is the UI. So let's go and come to the JavaScript part. So this is my function, and in my function I am again calling another function, and so let's go that function here. So this is in my function, this is the promise object I am creating. So inside my promise object I am again calling my web API call. This is service call. So it is going to fetch the details from this service and append to this and if it's success, then automatically I'm going to append those values to here. I will explain this one, and again if it is catch I'm setting that value to reset. As I mentioned in my beginning, so whenever I can create the two functions, one is success, one is fail. So in my promise object I am creating two things, two functions, one is the resolve, one is reset. Suppose if my service success, then I'm appending my value, that value to my resolve function. Suppose if it is fail, I'm appending to my reset function. So I have created object like this, and once this object I am returning from this function I am returning here. So this is the promise object I am creating, and I am returning back to my caller function. And this is the syntax as I explained. This is the way we can create the promise object, and so it is going to return this promise object. So this is my caller function. So whenever I call this function, this code will get execute, and it's going to return this promise object. So as I mentioned, in promise object again I can go for then function. So if my this call is success, then automatically then function will execute. So in then function I am going to get that response sending back to my local variable. Suppose if it is error, suppose if it is error, if it is written error, then automatically this my alert will, so this error function will get called. So this is where I have using my success and failure functions. So here first you notice that this is how we can create promise object, this is how we can execute the promise object. So in my promise object I can we have resolve and reject. Suppose if the service is success, then I can make it resolve. If it is fail, I can make it reject. See here, if you observe this function just for demo purpose, so I am purposefully setting 10 seconds wait before set back to resolve. So for the demo purpose, real time it may not reply. So if it is reject, then automatically I am setting reject, and I am returning back this promise object to my color function. So this code will execute. I hope you understand this code, and it's very simple. So to create promise object, it's very simple. So this is suppose if you want to write one more promise object, we can write here. Again, we need to call another promise object and then alert error. So like this, we can continue chaining. We can use chaining here. And so this demo I'm not explaining that. This demo I'm explaining basic requirement how to use promise object. So this is very much important to setting resolve and reset. So if it is set resolve, then it will get a success, then automatically then function will call. If you set the reject, then automatically error will get called. So this is the syntax. So I'll show you the code. So let me go and run the demo to refresh it. So now it is initial, so it is passing. So I got the result back. Again click that, the step will continue. I think some issues, maybe network is down or something. Let's see what error I'm going to get now. Maybe timeout or something. Yeah, now that took some time to reply. It took time to respond. Let's go and disable my disconnect my network. Let's see that whether I'm going to get. Because that service is internet, so it will work if you have internet only. This service should require internet, it's not your potential. So I'm not so I disconnected. Let's try this one. Network network. So now we say let's go and debug that what it is getting called. So let me go debug here. Let's click that one. So now there is no network, straight away came to error. So I set reject and automatically came to error. Let's go and enable internet now. No, so it's success. So I got that display. I hope you understand this one. So anyone knows about Vue.js? So Vue.js is going to providing Vue tool. So if you install Vue tool in your browser, so whatever the objects, I mean Vue objects, Vue instance object, we can see here right now. So as I said that if we go right click and empty cache, I'm just again reloading that. So if you see here my Vue develop tool identify my instance is showing here. If you click here, then you can see all the Vue data here. What is data variables as well computed. If you see here, this is my info at the beginning, and this is some other code. Can you go? This is the message I am displaying here. Channel. As I mentioned, React. So if you let go and add some more information here. Hello, welcome to channel 11. Let me go and see that. I think this is the this object is not using here. Let me go and check, see what it is exactly. Maybe it is this is not this is the hard code. So let me go and use that message variable here. So this is my message. Let me, so default is this one. So default is going to display here this one. Let me go and again refresh that to get the latest code to my browser. So my Vue tool get reloaded. So let me go here and add hello, welcome to channel 11. You observe here my data get updated. This is called React. So Vue.js will I feel it's very easy to learn and you can quickly implement, and you can delete values also. So this is the use of developer tool. So if you have Vue.js developer tool, we can do all this. So let me go and so my that is gone. So to get just refresh that. So it again this object get reload with values, refresh it. So clean that. And this is the developer tool. If anyone is looking some more details about developer tools, please let me know. I will give, please let add into my comments. So I will create new video for that. So for the we'll go to that actual session, and this is my button. So whenever I try to click the button, so it is saying it is processing, so it's get the details back to here. So if you see my info object will get added to the actual values. So let me go and again. So this is so now I have used promise object. Using promise object, I am going to get the details from service and show it in the browser. So if you want to debug source, and click here, and so this is the debug points in to debug JavaScript code. You need to click it here, then control will get stopped here. Audio is using, so I cannot use that one right now. Let me go and run this one. If you want to run, probably it is fast. If you want to run, resume. So it will call the service back, and it's processing. So I get the result back. So get it. So I hope you understand promise, and I think we can, yeah, I can do many more things. This is a I will try to give some basic idea how to implement the promise in JavaScript. Please note I'm using Chrome here. If you want to go for Internet Explorer, you have to add polyfill, and if you after adding polyfill, you also will get support. Promise. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.